I just want to be the best mom I can be. And all I could see when I got that diagnosis is I'm not going to fulfill that because I'm not going to be able to do all the things I would like to do with them.
When I was young, me and my mother used to get along great. We used to walk all over the place, the zoo, the parks, everywhere. We'd just take weekend trips out of nowhere and just get up and go on the road and drive somewhere and hang there for the weekend. We definitely did have a good time. We used to get along pretty well. I remember getting sick after Jillian was born. She was in the hospital for a little bit, and ever since then, she was always, I guess, the fatigue and staying in bed all the time. She was always complaining that she was either sick or in pain. Yeah, I think not a lot of people really get it, really understand what she's going through. And I feel for her on that, I do. You know, it must be tough.
I could see myself kind of off to the side and all this action going on around me with, you know, my daughter skating or my son playing basketball, my husband coaching them, and I'm just in a wheelchair. I was just so distraught over seeing my life flash before me and everything that I thought it would be. Now I'm being told, no, it's not going to be.
I was in martial arts when I was younger, and she didn't really have the time anymore to take me to the classes, so I had to stop with that. A lot of the activities that we did really slowed down. It made me feel shut out. I felt abandoned more than anything. I try to get over it now, though. 30 years old, it's time to move on from it.
You know, I'm a fighter, but this is a debilitating disease. And I spent, you know, a large amount of time trying to come to terms with that and figure out how I was going to be okay with that and how my children would be okay with that and how my husband would be okay with that. To think about all that you want to be as a mom and all that your kids need, and then to realize that you're not going to be able to do what you thought you could do. Why was I blessed with these children, and then all of a sudden I'm not going to be able to be a full mother to them? I just found it to be so discouraging and just unfair. It just didn't seem right to me. It wasn't anything I ever saw in my future.
Of course, I dream that my children will have good lives and that this doesn't have to mess up their entire future, too, you know? I think by pushing myself for them and pretending I'm not sick and doing the best I could for them to make, you know, their lives run a little smoother.
I have a daughter now, and I'd love for her to experience some of the things I experienced as a child. And I'd like my mother to be there with us, you know, hang out with us and be able to be more active in my daughter's life.